Hello friends, welcome to this channel. In this session we are going to learn about communication without speaking. Class 3rd, subject science. We are going to learn communication and its types of gestures and expressions, sign language and Braille language. Let us see introduction. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communis, which means to share or participate. What is meant by communication? Communication is the act of giving, receiving or exchanging information, ideas and opinions so that the message is completely understood by both parties. We use words or actions to share our thoughts with others. This process of sharing thoughts, ideas and feelings with people is called communication. Sometimes the look on our face changes to show what we feel. Let us see the types of communications. There are two different types of communication. First one, communications with words, and second one, communication without words. So these are the two types of communications. These two different types of communications again divided into two different types. Communication with words divided into two different types. First one is speaking and second one writing. And second most important part of this lesson, that is communication without words. Again it is divided into two different types. First one is gestures and second one expressions. In this lesson, we are going to learn about communication without words. My dear students, have you watched cartoon movies like Tom and Jerry? Do you like it? Yes, they don't have any dialogues, but we can understand that story very well. This is an example of communication without words. Let us see the first, gestures. Dear students, you must have seen a traffic police on the road. How does he or she control the traffic? Either by using hand movements or blowing a whistle. Let us see the picture of traffic police. Traffic police control the traffic by showing only hands or by blowing a whistle. They are not using any type of words. So this is an example of communication without words. What is meant by gestures? Does he or she, that traffic police, say anything while controlling the traffic? No. Still people understand the instructions. So these are the two pictures showing examples of gestures. In the first picture, dog is saying yes, and in second picture, cat is saying no. So these are the two examples of gestures. We use movements of hands, shoulders and head to communicate. Such movements that help people understand without speaking anything are called gestures. So these are the two examples of gestures we can understand without words. Let us understand the communication without words. Second one, expressions. Let us see this small baby. She is very happy. That baby is very happy. We can understand with the help of expressions. So what are expressions? Sometimes people can only look at our face and tell whether we are feeling happy, sad or angry. How do they understand this? With the help of facial expressions. So let us see the two different examples of expressions. That people know our feelings because the look on our face shows a particular emotion. These are called expressions. In the first picture, baby is very happy and naughty also. And in second picture, baby is so angry. That baby is not ready to do anything. These are the examples of expressions. Let again many more examples of expressions. One picture, baby is smiling, playing, crying also. So these are the examples of expressions. In this picture, that baby is laughing. Second picture, baby is surprised. In third picture, baby is making some naughtiness. So these are the examples of expressions. Let us understand the different gestures and expressions we use to communicate. Here are a few examples of gestures. First one, nod or shake your head. Sometimes you just nod or shake your head to tell yes or no. So these are the examples of gestures. Second one, waving or tapping your fingers. Dear students, you wave your hand and your friends understand you are saying hello, hi, bye. Right? So we are using different types of fingers. We are using different types of gestures. Or sometimes you clap your hands to appreciate something. So these are the examples of gestures. Now let us see the different types of expressions we use. Some commonly used expressions are smiling, frowning, winking, opening wide the eyes or mouth, raising eyebrows and so on. So these are the examples of expressions. Gestures and expressions are also used while dancing and acting. Indian classical dancers use various mudras and abhinayas to tell stories. So these are the pictures of classical Indian dancers. Odissi, Bharatanatyam and Kathakali. These are the examples of gestures that dancers, they are showing a story with the help of Abhinayas and Mudras. So Mudras and Abhinayas of Indian classical dance, it shows gestures and expressions. Do you know, students, people who having speaking or hearing disability, they are facing many different types of problems. They have to depend on others. We should not make fun of them. We should help them by using gestures while communicating. Do you know that people, they are using pictograph? They are using some symbols and marks. Those people, they are not talking. They are having some disabilities. So they are using different types of sign language. So what is meant by that sign language? That sign language, it is a particular sign. It is used to communicate. It is mainly used by the people who have speaking or hearing disability. They communicate using gestures, combining hand shapes and expressions on the face. Now next we are going to learn about Braille language. So what is meant by Braille language? We learn about the sign language that people having a speaking disability used. Some people can speak but cannot see. They use the Braille language. This language has pattern of raised dots that can be felt with fingertips. So my dear students, in this lesson, we have learned the different types of sign language, the Braille language, and the two main types of communication without speaking, that is gestures and expressions. So these are the Braille alphabet that people are using to communicate with each other. I hope you may have understood this session. So thank you.